Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, July 10th, 2020. Well, we have a lot to talk about. As I'm sure you have heard, Tropical Storm Fay is on the way. It's already bringing some very heavy rain down towards southern New Jersey, with winds increasing to around 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 20 miles per hour. The strongest winds right now are basically right around the Delmarva Peninsula, where we have winds sustained around 20 miles per hour with gusts up to around 35 miles per hour. The strongest winds with Fay are currently off the coast and likely will remain on the eastern side of the circulation. We'll get into the details in a minute. Currently, for the rest of the region, we have low clouds and fog throughout the area, with temperatures ranging from the mid-60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid-70s in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area with an easterly wind. Now, on our surface map, you can clearly see there is Fay, and here is this cold front. This cold front that's going to be moving through tomorrow will produce additional showers and thunderstorms after Fay lifts up through the region. So basically kind of clearing the area out of all this tropical moisture. But even then after that, we have this cold front that will become a trough that's going to move through on Sunday with another threat for additional isolated showers and thunderstorms. Now let's zoom in on Fay. This is a mixture satellite, a sandwich satellite, okay? It's a new type of satellite that NASA has given us in the National Weather Service. It is an excellent tool because what it does is it combines the infrared and the visible satellite pictures. So not only can you see the extension of the cloud tops and the structure of them, but also how cold they're getting. So what really cool is it gives you kind of like a three-dimensional look of this storm. And clearly, this storm has a very interesting structure. Now, normally with a tropical system, you have all your convection wrapping around the low-level center, which is right here, and you have your strongest winds right around that low-level center. This is more of a subtropical type of structure. Doesn't matter though, same impacts, but it's a very interesting discussion here on the different types of storm structures that we can have with tropical low pressure systems and extratropical low pressure systems. So the reason why understanding the structure of the storm is really, really important is that way you understand the wind impacts here, okay, because we're going to cover that first. The primary focus of the sustained tropical storm force winds are basically right here, okay, and they're pretty much focused in this area. And as this storm lifts northward, what's going to happen is that those winds are going to start to weaken just a little bit because Fay is going to be moving over much colder waters off the New Jersey coast. So there is going to be a little bit of weakening, but still you're talking about right now sustained winds of 50 miles per hour. And Fay does have a pressure over 1,002 millibars. It's moving north at 10 miles per hour. So with those stats, understand your best potential for your tropical storm force winds looks to be Long Island. And we should be looking at winds today ranging anywhere from 20 to 40 miles per hour with gusts over 40 miles per hour at times. We'll see if we get any type of sustained 50 mile per hour winds. The primary impact with this storm is the heavy rainfall. This storm is driving in a ton of tropical moisture into an area that has already had a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of areas where some places are below normal and some places are above normal. And so now you're throwing in all this tropical moisture, so there's definitely going to be a threat for some flash flooding and urban flooding with this storm. And there's also going to be that potential for very poor visibility. Now, the heavy rain will expand throughout the region throughout this morning and continue on through this afternoon. Then as Fay lifts northward, it makes landfall somewhere around northeastern Monmouth County or around Manhattan Island, somewhere in that ballpark. What's going to happen is that the heaviest rainfall is going to lift northward into the Hudson River Valley. And to the south of this circulation, you're going to get more of a scattered shower and thunderstorm effect. But those thunderstorms are still going to be capable of some very heavy downpours. So the steady rainfall may end by the evening, but you're still going to be at the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms as the storm lifts northward until that cold front from the west moves on through and clears everything out. So a very impressive storm, that is for sure, lifting through the region, and we're going to be following this throughout the day as the storm evolves. Zoomed out a little bit, you can see there's our cold front off to the west that's approaching, and here is Fay lifting northward, basically skirting right along the New Jersey coast and heading right into the New York City metro, and then eventually up into the Hudson River Valley. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Periods of rain, quite a bit of rain, very impressive stuff here. Looking at about 2 to 4 inches of rain from the Delaware River Valley on through the New Jersey coast, pushing into the New York City metro. 1 to 3 inches of rain for the rest of eastern Pennsylvania and also Connecticut and Long Island, and then about 1/4 to 1.25 inches of rain as you head off towards central Pennsylvania and to the northeast towards the Boston metropolitan area. Temperatures today will only rise into the mid to upper 70s. For tonight on through tomorrow, look for showers continuing to be a threat, maybe a little bit of fog as well, lows in the lower to mid 70s. Tomorrow afternoon, the cold front moves through with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms are going to be capable of some very heavy downpours. Look for temperatures to rise, into the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast and mid to upper 80s everywhere else. A few lower 90s is possible down towards southwestern New Jersey. On Sunday, a weak trough will move through with a few isolated showers of threat, otherwise scattered cloud cover, a bit muggy. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s on the coast and upper 80s to lower 90s for everywhere else. On Monday, another cold front moves through with showers and thunderstorms. This cold front is going to be capable of some strong thunderstorms once again. Look for lows in the lower to mid 70s, high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Tuesday, a weak trough will pass through with an isolated shower. Other than that, scattered cloud cover is expected. Lows in the upper 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Wednesday, a warm front will lift through the region with a few isolated to widely scattered showers. Lows in the mid 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s on the coast, mid to upper 80s everywhere else. On Thursday, that warm front's well to the north, but we're going to have some troughs hanging around, so watch out for some isolated thunderstorms. Lows in the lower to mid 70s, highs in the lower to mid 80s on the coast, upper 80s to mid 90s everywhere else. And on Friday, a strong cold front moves through with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid 70s, highs in the mid 80s. So that is your forecast discussion for today. Again, the primary impact with our storm today is going to be the heavy rainfall. And so definitely, if you see a road that's submerged, do not try to drive through it. You never know how deep it actually is, and that's how a lot of people get in trouble and can potentially die from that by drowning in that type of situation. So definitely use some caution, and as always, stay safe out there.